Good morning, everybody. You're welcome to our CRK class. I hope you all had a wonderful night rest. Today, our topic is Ananias and Sapphira. Have you heard the story of Ananias and Sapphira before? Well, let's find out what actually happened a long time ago in history. Ananias and Sapphira. Okay? Now, the story goes like this. There was once a man named Ananias and his wife Sapphira who wanted to give some money to the church. They decided to sell some of their property. They sold a piece of land. Ananias brought just a part of the money to the apostles' feet and kept the rest to himself. Peter, knowing what Ananias had done, asked him why he allowed Satan to fill his heart and make him lie to the Holy Spirit. When Ananias heard this, he fell and died. About 3 hours later, his wife Sapphira came to the apostles, not knowing what had happened to her husband. Peter asked her whether they sold the land for so much money, and she said yes. Then Peter asked her why she agreed with her husband to test the Spirit of the Lord. Immediately, she fell at his feet and died. Afterwards, she was buried beside her husband. Thus, great fear came upon the church and everyone who heard what had happened to Ananias and Sapphira. What a wonderful story. Interesting story. Now, this story about Ananias and Sapphira is actually very interesting because this was something, the land belonged to them. It belongs to Ananias and Sapphira. It's not for the church. So on their own, they decided to sell and give the money to the church. Now, why did you lie about the money you brought to the apostles? The land is for you. The money, you have sold the land, so the money belongs to you. There's no point lying, this is all that we sold the land for, when you know that that's not all. They could have even just said, okay, we sold it for so amount, but this is what we want to give to the church. They were not under compulsion to put everything, but lying was another thing. So they told a lie, a very dangerous lie, and because Peter was of the Lord, he knew exactly what had happened. And so he questioned them. Why did you allow Satan to use you like this? And what was the end result? Ananias and his wife died same day, immediately. Of course, it was God's Holy Spirit that struck them dead. Alright, so are there moral lessons for us to learn from this story? Well, yes. 1, we should not lie but always say the truth. As children, do you tell lies? Have you heard this song? Moturaya, yes, mommy. Leaking sugar, no mommy. Telling lies, no mommy. Open your mouth, ha, ha, ha. Open your mouth, ha, ha, Ha! Do you tell lies? Are you the type of a person, a child, who goes to the kitchen to take sugar? You're licking sugar, and as soon as mommy or daddy comes into the room and you're caught, and the first thing that comes to your mind is when you're asked if you're taking sugar, you say no. Or you go to the kitchen to take milk without asking, or you go to the fridge to take a drink without asking. That will be stealing. Don't take things without asking, even when these things are in your homes. Ask mommy or daddy. They must give you the permission to take something. Anything you take that does not belong to you is stealing. Okay? And don't be quick to tell a lie. When you do something, maybe you break a plate or something by mistake, and you're asked, the first thing that comes to your mouth is, it's not me. That's wrong. Learn to tell the truth. That's the moral lesson. One moral lesson from this story. We should learn to give what we have to the Lord with a sincere heart or mind. Do you know what this means? What you have, give to the Lord with a sincere heart or mind. So if you have 10 naira, you want to give it to God, go ahead and give it. Not as if you're doing it because you are other compulsion and so you do it grudgingly. No. Give what you have. If it's 1 naira, be free to give the 1 naira. If it is 2 naira, give it without any, feeling ashamed or wanting to go and, do something bad or tell a lie about it. But God sees everything. So give what it is that you have with a sincere heart or mind. If you have millions you want to give it to the Lord, go ahead. If you have 1,001 naira and you want to give that to the Lord, so be it. Okay? We should always give our tithes and offering in the church. Okay, so try to give your tithes and give your offering in the church. Always give, okay? Don't wait until you are compelled to do so. So these are some beautiful lessons that we can take from the story of Ananias and Sapphira. I hope you enjoyed the story as much as I did. So as you know, every class there's always an evaluation questions. So here I have just 5. The first one is Dash and Dash wanted to give some money to the church. Who were they? They sold a piece of Dash. What did they sell? Ananias and Sapphira gave all the money to the apostles. Is that true? What happened to Ananias and Sapphira in the end? Can you recall? State one moral lesson you learned from the story of Ananias and Sapphira. These questions are not difficult at all if you listen to the story. So, all the best. Bye, folks.